Today, for supporters of the Affordable Care Act, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld a big portion of the law. In a 6-3 ruling, the High Court said the government can continue to provide tax subsidies to Americans who buy health insurance through the federal system. More than 50,000 Nebraskans receive the subsidies, amounting to about $257 a month.
Supreme Court and various justices have said you can't look at 4 words out of context, that we have a responsibility to look at the law as a whole.
Justice Antonin Scalia, who you see there, was one of the justices who voted against the law and suggested we start calling it SCOTUS care. Right now, presidential candidates are in Iowa campaigning in the important caucus state. Repealing Obamacare has been a huge rallying cry for many Republicans. Our Kevin Boughton went to Western Iowa to get reaction on the campaign trail. Kevin.
And Craig, some Republican candidates would be happy if this 2016 election cycle would be all about the Affordable Care Act. Texas Senator Ted Cruz tweeted this today, saying any candidate not willing to make 2016 a referendum on repealing Obamacare should step aside. Republicans campaigning in Western Iowa today didn't go that far, but they did talk to me about this campaign and what they think of the Supreme Court's decision today. Rick Santorum is back in Iowa, where he won the Republican caucus in 2012. The former senator from Pennsylvania greeted supporters at a fundraiser outside Glenwood.
Hey, young man, how are you?
Santorum says he's disappointed in the Supreme Court's decision Thursday not to repeal federal subsidies for people who've signed up for health insurance through the Affordable Care Act.
It's becoming SCOTUS care. The Supreme Court of the United States has rewritten Obamacare now twice to make it work as they believe it should work, but not as Congress wrote it and the president signed it.
Earlier Thursday in Missouri Valley, Dr. Ben Carson spoke to supporters there.
And that's the kind of thing that we have to do. It's a private sector program.
Carson, a retired pediatric neurosurgeon, called the Supreme Court decision unfortunate news.
I think sets a dangerous precedent in the future for taking anything that comes before you and say, well, that's not what it really meant. It really meant this. And I don't think that was ever the case.
Santorum and Carson are part of an increasingly crowded field of candidates vying for the Republican nomination and need to find ways to stand out from the growing crowd. Carson touts his years outside Washington, while Santorum cites his experience in Congress.
I'm not going to be a politician. I'm going to talk about what really works. And that's why I'm willing to talk about things like the fiscal gap and things that other politicians might not be so happy and willing to talk about.
That's, I think, how we separate ourselves out. It's on leadership, experience, and a message that's a very positive, hopeful message for folks who've been left behind in our country.
And that field of Republican candidates is expected to get even bigger. Soon, Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker is expected to announce next month whether or not he's running. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie is also considering entering the race, and Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal announced yesterday he's running for president. Kevin Boughton, KMTV, Action 3 News.